Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Tales of Food. My name is Livy and we're gonna read number 7 today. The title of this chapter would be 三房七巷, and this would literally mean 3 lanes and 7 alleys. This title is actually a place in China and is considered to be a historic and cultural area in the city of Fuzhou. And this area has also been dubbed to be the Beverly Hills of Imperial China way back then. So it's a very popular place. So let's get to it and we will move on. So let's get to it.
美人怎知，我正想要带你来逛一逛这三房七巷。
How did Beauty know that I wanted to bring you on a stroll in Sanfang Qixiang? As the saying goes, Shangyan Lantern Festival, Zhongyan Pagoda. Carriages surges like the tide in a back street. I hear that Fuzhou's common people would purchase supplies early on when the spring festival is approaching, while taking their children to Nanhou Street to buy a lantern early in the month. Okay, this one is a bit... This line here... Yeah, this I could not find an English translation of this because I just could not. The only pages I could find were in Chinese. But to break it down, this front part Shangyan means lantern festival, and this part here means lantern market. Zhongyan also means ghost festival, the hungry ghost festival, and this bottom here, this back here, it means pagoda. So if you want to put it in a sentence, it's a bit difficult because this literally means Lantern Festival, Lantern Market, Hungry Ghost Festival, Pagoda. I just could not make a sentence with this. But yeah, essentially it's just celebration after celebration, and it's just very big. The street would be very busy. In addition to the back streets lantern market, before the lantern festival in the first lunar month, the Mid-Autumn Festival's Pai Tai on the 8th lunar month will be just as lively. Okay, let's see what else. Back street, lantern market. Okay, the Pai Tai here. I am not 100% sure how it's celebrated in the 8th month, which is the Mid-Autumn Festival. Yes, Mid-Autumn Festival. I don't know how to celebrate this, but it's really difficult to explain. But I think there will be pagodas and the 8 immortals or something like that. They will essentially just have like a stand, some levels of stairs, and just have decorations on it to celebrate the Mid-Autumn Festival. But I have never seen it in my life, so I do not know what it looks like, and I don't know what it has at all.
美人当真博闻多识，莫非此前曾游历过福州？
Beauty is well learned and erudite. Could it be that you had traveled to Fuzhou before this? Wasn't it last year's Mid-Autumn's Festival together with Fo Tiao Qiang? This is my first time. Just now was hearsay.
那实属是本公子的荣幸。
It is truly this 公子's privilege. Is there a shop here where you can choose seafood, dry goods, and other ingredients?
南后街商贾云集，柴米油盐，生活日用所需，36店一应俱全，那里必有上好的干货店铺。
Nanhou streets are where merchants gather. Firewood, rice, oil, and salt. There are 36 stores with everything needed for day-to-day necessities. There is sure to be a shop that sells top-notch dried goods.
只是，你寻那店铺做什么？
But what are you looking for in that shop? I promised Chun to help him with the birthday banquet for the prefectural magistrate. My father is a chef. I've been helping from the side since I was little. I should be able to help. Fu Gongzi, would you blame me for meddling in other people's business?
怎会？美人不仅生得一副秀丽脱俗的容貌，就连心肠也如此之好。
How can it be? Not only is beauty born with features of refined beauty, but also has a good heart. Fo Tiao Qiang suddenly lifts my long hair, looking at my face intently. His eyes seem somewhat misted, making my heartbeat suddenly speed up. Okay, this part about lifting the long hair, I actually don't know if it's specific to the gender of your character. I think it should be, because only the girl had long hair. The boy protagonist has short hair. So I actually don't know what the lines for the male character would be.
抱歉，是本公子唐突了。
Sorry, this 公子 has been rude.
我只是觉得你身上有一种既熟悉又温和的气息，让人禁不住想要亲近。
I just think that you have a familiar and gentle atmosphere, making one unable to resist the feeling of wanting to get closer.
我绝对没有冒犯美人的意思。
I truly did not mean to offend beauty. It's no problem. I understand. I know the reason. Do you want to know more?
愿闻其详。
I like to hear the details. My name is, insert your player name. I am the daughter of the god of food Yi Zi, born in the world of the future. This trip to Fuzhou, for the purpose of looking for you, Fo Tiao Qiang, as well as Jirong Jisi's son. Taking advantage of the opportunity about Kongsan's past events, Tao Tie's invasion, the misfortune of the ancient book's destruction, informing Fo Tiao Qiang.
我竟然将与美人10几年的记忆通通忘却，实属罪过。
I have forgotten all 10+ years worth of memories about beauty. Such a sin. Obviously, you cannot be blamed. That day, all of you did all that you could to defend Kongsang. It was I who did not properly protect everyone. I have made a promise with everyone to bring the food source back to Kongsang in a neat and tidy fashion. That's why, Fo Tiao Qiang, are you willing to follow me to Kongsang? Recalling Zheng Chun once said Zhu Chunyan could not be without Fu Gong, I was afraid for a moment that Fo Tiao Qiang would also not be able to let go of his connection to the human world. Who would easily believe a stranger that they recently met, let alone letting go of everything and following the stranger to some other place?
我愿意。
I am willing. What did you say? Hold on a minute, my Discord is going nuts. Okay, here we are, back again. What did you say?
我愿意随你一同回空桑。这一次，听清楚了吗？
I am willing to follow you to return to Kongsang together. This time, did you hear it clearly? Seriously? You're not fooling me? Are you willing to let go of your worldly connections? Could it be that you feel bad about refusing my request?
美人多虑了。其实在此之前，我已有离开福州城的打算。
Beauty is too anxious. In fact, beforehand, I already had plans to leave Fuzhou City.
数月前， 我曾书信告知小隼，自己将要离开福州的计划。没想到那孩子担心日后与我断了联系，慌慌张张从海外赶回来。
Several months ago, I previously wrote a letter informing little Chun my plans of wanting to leave Fuzhou. But I didn't expect that child to worry that he might lose contact with me someday in the future, and hurriedly return home from overseas in a fluster. Where did you want to go?
石魂化灵于人间，其貌千百年不变。这意味着，石魂与凡人之间，注定不能共度迟暮年华。
Transform foot souls in the human world. Their appearance remains unchanged for thousands of years. This signifies that foot souls and mortals are not destined to spend their twilight years together.
辗转迁徙，不过是石魂在人间生存的常态罢了。
To migrate and wander to many lands, it is just the normal way for foot souls to exist in the human world.
倒是小隼曾向我提议，两人携手踏遍大江南北，去寻一寻那名为空桑、独属于石魂的桃花源，到底在不在这世上。
It was actually little Chun who once suggested to me for both of us to collaboratively travel all over the north and south sides of Yangtze River, which means all of China, to search of the place named Kongsang, supposedly classified as a utopia for foot souls, whether or not it is in this world.
而如今，你就来了，空桑少主。你说，这算不算是缘分呢？
And now you have arrived, Kongsang Xiaozhu. You say, would this not be considered fate?
冥冥之中，到底是什么在指引着我们？
Mysteriously and inexorably, just what is it that's guiding us? But after you leave Fuzhou, what about Zhuchunyan you established with Zheng Chunfa? It seems like Zheng Chunfa is unable to take charge alone.
这就是我想要离开福州城的原因。
This is the reason why I want to leave Fuzhou City.
郑春发如今离不得我，若我一直在他身旁，他只会愈加依赖我。
Zheng Chunfa is unable to be apart from me nowadays. If I am always by his side, he will be all the more dependent on me.
成长定伴随着不安与坎坷。儿童走路学步，起初可有旁人搀扶，可日后终归是要独立行走的。
Growth will always be accompanied with unrest and frustrations. Children that learn to walk can have others support them at first, but must eventually walk independently on their own.
现下聚春苑已是福州城中颇有名气的餐馆，该是放手的时候了。
Zhuchunyan is now a well-known restaurant in Fuzhou City. It is time to let go.
此次知府大人的寿宴，我已交由郑春发全盘打理，再不插手。所以美人，你也不必太帮着他。
This time's prefectural magistrate birthday banquet, I have already handed over everything to Zheng Chunfa to take over, no longer willing to interfere. So beauty, you don't have to help him too much. It turns out that you have already thought it through before. Then that's good. I now know your intentions. I will behave with propriety. You can rest assured.
那么去往空桑的日子，定于寿宴3日后如何？
Then as for the day to leave for Kongsang, how about scheduling it 3 days after the birthday banquet? Okay, if little Chun knows that he can go to Kongsang, he will definitely be happy. I will go back and tell him the plan. Ah, my throat is so dry. And that's it for number 7. Next we'll move on to number 8. And there's still some more to go. So this is Livy, and thank you for listening to my readings of my wonky translations. And I'll see you again in the next video. Bye bye!